Niall Sheehy accused the women of cheering as they tried to watch the historic moment on the slide despite being sat on the front row of Titanic the musical. Branding them the stupidest women on the planet, he said they ignored the moving lifeboat scene in favor of the foodie. Furthermore, they not only followed the penalty shootout on their phone, but also said yes on each goal scored. Outrageous. He added that a cast member signaled to the women to put their phone away, but they just smiled, gave a thumbs up, and replied, "I know we won." Sheehy was in the middle of the poignant lifeboat scene that I am in at the show at the Nottingham Theatre Royal on Tuesday, when he noticed the pair watching the match. The match's climax saw England beat Colombia in a tense penalty shootout and progress to the quarter-finals. Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio captivated fans with their romance while on board the fateful cruise liner in the 1997 film. But despite the unfolding drama in front of them, the theatre-goers couldn't resist keeping up with the match. Taking to Twitter, Niall said to the two women in the front row tonight, who not only followed the penalty shootout on their phone, but also said yes on each goal scored, "You are the most ignorant audience members I have ever had the misfortune to perform in front of." He added in a second tweet, "And when a cast member signaled put your phone away during the pose and you smiled, gave a thumbs up, and replied I know we won, I think you may have let us all know you are the stupidest woman on the planet. Please avoid attending any future theatrical productions." His co-star Kieran, who portrays William McMaster Murdoch, also took to Twitter to express his outrage, describing it as a disgrace. He said, "Dumbfounded. Two ladies, one older, one middle-aged, slap-bang front row clearly watching football on phones during the most poignant moment of lifeboat scene, cheering and giggling like stupid schoolgirls. To say I'm raging is an understatement. They should be marched out in disgrace." Fellow cast member Stephen Webb added, "If you come to theatre to see the show, do not. I say do not sit there on your phone to watch the World Cup. Stay at home. It's so disrespectful, especially if you are sat in the front row. Number manners, number go home." Cast members were flooded with support by aghast theatre-goers. Robbie wrote, "Jesus mate, that's bleeding awful. Why did they even go in the first place if they knew the football was on?" Rosalind Watson added, "Using phones in theaters is the worst. Not only can the whole theater audience see you, but you distract the actors as well. Pure selfishness." Some Twitter users disagreed and shared sympathy for the women, however. Jamie wrote, "Oh no. Showing a bit of passion for their team in a big match. Shame on them for doing it during the show, but come on, sometimes human nature has a desire to do things that aren't intentionally bad-willed. They probably bought tickets ages ago, long before the fixture was made." And Martin Turner succinctly replied, "Stop whining and get with it. Football is coming home." A spokesman from the Theatre Royal and Royal Concert Hall said that its front-of-house team reminded the audience to turn off their phones before the production began. He added that he hopes audience members resist the temptation to repeat the outrageous behavior during England's match against Sweden on Saturday. He said, "It would seem that these two audience members seated on the front row, only a few feet away from the stage, perhaps had not realized that their actions could be both seen and heard." Even if audience members feel that they are being quiet or discreet in checking their phones during a performance, it is both disrespectful and distracting to the actors on stage and to the other people around them. Our staff are vigilant in stopping this kind of behavior where it is practical to do so without further distracting from the action on stage, but we do also rely on people using courtesy and respect to those around them when they come to see a live theater performance.